Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat again. I am going to actually turn on an overhead light. Sorry about that. I just feel like it's kind of dark in here, even though I have the sun coming in. It's kind of a weird light like it was the other day, so I apologize for this strange light that I got going on this time of the year. Anyway, I was working on my purple Christmas journal again, so I thought that I would come and show you guys what I'm doing today. This should be a quick video. I've got most of it like cut out and stuff like that, so hopefully it won't take too long. So Charlotte Peterson has been doing these adorable little stockings. Like she did a gift card, you know, one you could put a gift card in and hang on the Christmas tree the other day. And she also did one a few days before that you could like open up, kind of like a folding tag, and put pockets in and you know, put it, like slip it over a page of your journal and put a paper clip to hold it, and then you could take it off, open it up, and there were pockets and places to tuck stuff, and it was really cool. I will put the link below for Charlotte Peterson and her channel. She's got all kinds of cool things that she's always making, so she's a great person to watch if you are not familiar. If you are, then you know about this. So I thought I want to do a little cute stocking in my purple journal, and so I just took a manila folder scrap and I cut out a stocking, and this one is pretty tiny, and the reason is that it's going to be one of my little flip tags that goes over the top of the page. So I just folded the piece of manila folder in half. This might even just be cream cardstock actually. Yeah, that's all it is. Cream cardstock, folded it in half and then cut out a little stocking so that it's still connected together. And so I'm just going to ink this up real quick. And I didn't have a pattern, I just winged it, but I'm sure if you do need a pattern, or you don't, you know, like my wing job, you can, I'm sure, find like coloring pages and things like that on the internet that would have a stocking shape or something like that that you could use if you wanted it to be more precise. But I just drew one out. Luckily that's not a super hard shape to do, so I just thought these would be fun because I like putting these tags on top of my pages so that you have, you know, a little something else to look at. So I hope everybody's having a great day. It's pretty nice sunny fall day here. We haven't gotten too much of the winter weather. I know that there's a lot of places getting hit with the winter weather already. It seems kind of early, but I guess, you know, it is almost Thanksgiving, so it's really not. It's just time's going too fast for me. So there are a few spots on this, but it's not a big deal because I'm going to cover them. I already cut out, I just traced this little stocking onto some scrapbook paper, and this scrapbook paper isn't very thick even, because that's just what I'm going to put on there. And so, sorry I didn't get these inked before I came on. I just wanted to, since I was standing here doing this, I might as well turn on my camera. And I'm just going to put a little glue on the back of that. This is super easy and self-explanatory, but kind of fun, and you could do them in all kinds of different styles. You know, like some of the stockings have pointed toes, and you know, all kinds of cool things you could do. You could do some stitching on the cardstock or scrapbook paper, you know, to make it look like the toes were stitched if you're doing a little bit more of a, like a country kind of a feel. I probably should have gone with a longer stocking, you know, the pointier type, but I tried one like this and I just didn't like the way it looked, so I went with the little fat chubby short one. Even though that's not necessarily the time period, I think it's fine. It'll be fine once it's all decorated. And this side, I'm putting this purple. And this is very springy, I know, but like I said, it's hard to find purple Christmas paper, obviously. It's not exactly the hot ticket item. So, but I just loved these Victorian images in all the purple and lavenders and stuff, so I really wanted to do a journal with this. But I think it works out fine once you get, you know, some snowflakes or something else just to add a little more to it. And a little glue on the back of this one. Sorry, I have little eraser little bits on my paper. Alright, so that fits pretty good, just right on there. Lines up pretty nice. There's a little bit of a spot here where it needs to be straightened out. And anything that's hanging over, you can easily, you know, trim off or ink or whatever so that it doesn't look weird. Like up here I might trim just a little because it's kind of sticking up higher than where the fold is, and I don't want that, so just don't cut your fold, which is something I would do, so that's why I mention it. Sure, everybody's busy right now getting ready for Thanksgiving. I am super fortunate and have awesome in-laws who have invited my family over for dinner, so we're gonna go over there. I will be making a little something to take along. I have a couple of things in mind, but they are super nice and always do the turkey because that is not my area of expertise at all. I'm like a pretty fair cook. I don't cook too bad, but some of these big meals I just find completely overwhelming. I don't know why, but anyways, so I get to go over there and have a wonderful meal. And they even invited my sister, so she's gonna go, so that's great. So they're such wonderful people. I'm very fortunate. Okay, so on this side I got some of this long, you know, hanging lace. I found that at Walmart of all places, but it was kind of cute, so I grabbed it. I always check just to see what they have. Sometimes that's great, sometimes not, but this time it happened to be great. So I'm just putting a little glue up there at the top, and I'm going to kind of have it so that it hangs up a little bit above and then hangs down. And then this is a little angel that I found with her little purple wings. And not that this one has to be Christmas, but I just kind of wanted it for that. And then I chose white doily. I have some coffee stain ones, but I didn't want them quite that dark, so I'm just going to kind of dab that, and I'm going to dab this lace just a little, just so it's not like so white, but it's still mostly white. I'll put just a little glue. That's the one good thing about the purple, is it kind of, you know, it looks good either with the white or not. And I think I wanted it kind of like this. I forgot to ink my angel. And I do have on my channel, if you haven't seen it, I did a little boat made out of corn husks that you can use for trail mix or candy or whatnot to take to someone's house for Thanksgiving. If you're looking for little ideas like that, go check that out, because I think it's kind of fun and different. It's not something you'll see everywhere, so that might be kind of cool if you're fortunate enough not to be cooking the whole meal. And then I had a little, there it is, believe it says. Did this on my old janky typewriter. And I'm just going to kind of make it this way. And I think I'll put one of my little pearls, since that kind of seems to be my theme with this one. Just adds a little something. Alright, and then we're going to flip it over. The cool thing about doing these tag things is that it looks good on 2 pages, so it kind of dresses up 2 pages for you, which I like. And this little lace up here. And you don't have to do the lace the same, because you know, it's going to be 2 different pages, but it just happened that, you know, I liked it for both of the decorations that I was using. So, and I found this adorable little puppy dog in the violets, and it says a Merry Christmas. That was so cute. Ink that a little bit. I don't think I cut this very straight, but I don't often cut very straight, so not surprising. I'm just going to ink that snowflake a little. I'm just going to tuck him up under there a little. He's so cute. He's playing with the ribbon. I'm going to use my little tip glue here to get the back of this snowflake. You know what I'm going to do first? Just had a thought. I'm going to put a little glitter on that, on the tips, just to give it a little something. I love these fine tip glue bottles. They're great when you want to do glittering. I know that's what they're for, so. You can just do some little dots. And then my glitter. I don't know if you can hear my Christmas music. Sorry if it bugs you. Just helps me get in this mode, because to me it still seems a little early. I know it's not, but it feels like it is. This year's just gone so incredibly fast. I remember when I was a kid, it just felt like eons between Christmases, and now it's like, it's Christmas again? So I guess maybe it's just a lot more work when you're an adult or something, and it just kind of seems daunting almost. So you just got to push these down and try not to mess up your glitter. It's a little tricky, but I think I got it. So that's that part. That was pretty easy. Little tiny stocking, and then this side. And then I'm going to take a paper clip and glue it on the inside, and you guys have seen me do this before, but I'm just going to ink this a little bit just so it looks like not totally out of place. You're not going to see this though when it's on the page, so it's not like a huge deal. But you could do all kinds of stuff. You could put some colored paper in there, and oh, speaking of colored paper, I Kool-Aid dyed some paper. And I've never done that before, and I know a lot of people have. It's not like news to everybody in the world, but I just think it turned out cool, and the doilies came out cool too. And the 5 by 3 by 5 cards or whatever those are. But yeah, it just came out cool. So I'll probably be using some of that. I may do something on the inside of this top flap, but for now I'm just going to glue this in because I don't want to mess up that snowflake that I just did. So I'm just taking this little square of paper and putting the paper clip on it. And I know this isn't I didn't come up with all this fancy paper clip thing, so there's a million videos on it. I just like doing these little flips. It's kind of fun. Whoops. And you're just going to put it near the top because that way it'll, you know, be right at the top of your page. It'll hook in there right, won't stick out at a weird spot. So it's just like that up in there. And I know I've done these before, so, but for those of you that this may be your first time watching me or whatever. So you just gotta make sure it stays down because you don't want your paper clip coming off. I mean, it really shouldn't, but. So there's that side, and then the little paper clip inside, and then you'll have this little flip area that you could write something if you wanted to. So anyway, that's just my little something I did today. I did do another little tag, not that it's a big tag, but I had these little white tags that already have the little hole, the thing that keeps the hole from ripping further, a paper protector, and so I couldn't really cover it with paper, so I took my milled lavender ink and just inked on some snowflakes. I had punched these out with my die cut and used it like a stencil, and I know a lot of people have done stuff like that too, but that's just how I got that effect. And then there's the snowflakes on the back as well. Just turned out kind of cool. So it says sparkle. Alright, so I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe. Have a great day. Bye bye now.